Hello there, and welcome to the Sleeping Science. I am so glad you found your way here, to this quiet corner of the cosmos. As you settle in, let your shoulders gently drop, release any tension you might be holding in your jaw, and feel the soft support beneath you. You've got nothing to do now but rest. Let your mind relax, your breathing slow, and your body grow light, as if gravity itself has softened, cradling you gently in its embrace. Imagine a soft, warm blanket settling over you, wrapping you in comfort and calm. Perhaps you've had a busy day, or your thoughts are still swirling from the moments just past. This is your invitation to let them drift away, like clouds passing lazily across a summer sky. There is no need to hold on to anything tonight, just pure, unadulterated peace. If these calm, curious explorations help you unwind or give you a quiet way to end your day, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It helps others find their way here too, to this heaven of peaceful discovery. Because tonight we are going to embark on a journey, not through distant galaxies, but into the very fabric of our universe's deepest, most elusive secrets. We will whisper about the unseen forces that hold everything together, the silent orchestrators of cosmic ballets, the hidden truths that lie just beyond our perception. Imagine yourself floating, utterly weightless, through the vastness of space, a tiny spark of awareness drifting through boundless mystery. We are seeking out the quiet, dark corners, not with trepidation, but with a gentle curiosity, understanding that even in the profound unknown, there is a serene beauty, a deep, restful calm. We will delve into secrets, not to solve them, but to appreciate their elegant dance, their profound silence, and the way they shape the luminous tapestry of the universe, all while you drift closer to the shores of sleep. The cosmos is a grand and intricate symphony, with celestial bodies performing a timeless ballet across unimaginable distances. We see the brilliant stars, the swirling nebulae, the majestic spirals of galaxies, all painted with the radiant brushstrokes of light. But as we gaze upon this glittering spectacle, a quiet anomaly begins to whisper through the data, a subtle discord in the cosmic harmony that has puzzled astronomers for decades. If we observe a distant galaxy, a magnificent island of billions of stars, we expect to see its outer edges spinning more slowly than its core, much like a merry-go-round where the horses on the outer rim travel a greater distance in the same amount of time, therefore needing to move faster. However, when we measure the rotation of these grand spirals, we find a curious thing. The stars and gas at the very fringes are moving just as swiftly, sometimes even faster than those closer to the bright galactic center. It is as if some unseen hand is holding them in place, preventing them from being flung into the vast, cold emptiness of intergalactic space by their own momentum. This quiet observation, this subtle deviation from what our understanding of gravity predicted, led scientists to postulate the existence of something truly extraordinary, something that doesn't interact with light, something that is utterly invisible to our most powerful telescopes. We call this enigmatic substance dark matter. Imagine, if you will, the luminous galaxies as delicate, shimmering tapestries woven from starlight and cosmic dust. Dark matter is the invisible loom upon which these tapestries are woven, the unseen scaffolding that provides the fundamental structure, the hidden framework that lends form and stability to everything we can perceive. It doesn't shine, it doesn't reflect, it doesn't absorb sucky. It is purely a gravitational whisper, a silent influence that tugs at the visible universe, holding it together with an unseen embrace. Without this hidden architecture, the galaxies as we know them would simply tear themselves apart, their constituent stars and gas dissolving into the cosmic void. It is the quiet anchor, the steadfast foundation of the most majestic structures in the universe, working tirelessly, silently, shaping the very largest scales of reality, while remaining entirely beyond our direct gaze. It is a profound mystery, yet its presence is as real and as undeniable as the gentle pull of the earth beneath you, even if you cannot see the force itself. And so, the search for dark matter has become one of the most compelling and patient quests in modern science, a cosmic game of hide and seek played out across the immense canvas of the universe. Imagine an eager child, eyes wide with wonder, searching for a beloved toy that has been cleverly hidden. Scientists are like that child, but their toy is the very essence of the cosmos, and the hiding place is everywhere and nowhere all at once. We cannot simply point a telescope and capture of dark matter, for it does not interact with light in any way. It is truly dark, utterly silent to our electromagnetic senses, yet its presence is felt through its majestic gravitational whisper. One of the most elegant ways we see dark matter is through a phenomenon called gravitational lensing. Picture a distant galaxy, its light traveling billions of years to reach our planet. If a massive, invisible clump of dark matter happens to lie between that galaxy and us, its immense gravity will subtly bend the light from the background galaxy, much like a giant cosmic magnifying glass. The image of the distant galaxy might appear stretched, distorted into arcs, or even multiplied, creating ghostly rings of light across the sky. These subtle distortions are the fingerprints of dark matter, the undeniable evidence of its unseen mass bending the very fabric of space-time. Think of it as looking at a painting through a window pane that has an invisible, undulating curve. You can't see the curve itself, but you can see how it distorts the masterpiece behind it. These warped images are the silent whispers of dark matter, telling us where it resides, how much of it there is, and how it shapes the universe's grand design. Scientists also look at the faint, ancient light from the early universe, the cosmic microwave background radiation, which carries the imprints of tiny fluctuations in density that ultimately grew into the vast cosmic web of galaxies and clusters we see today. These early patterns, like ripples on a primordial pond, reveal that dark matter played a crucial role in pulling together the first clumps of ordinary matter, acting as a gravitational glue to initiate the formation of stars and galaxies. Without its silent influence, the universe would be a much more uniform and less interesting place. A vast, featureless expanse with no shining lights or grand structures. Dark matter, then, is not just an empty void, but an active, silent participant in the universe's grand narrative, a shy cosmic spirit that prefers to work behind the scenes, yet whose influence is deeply felt by every shining star and every swirling galaxy. Its elusive nature makes the search all the more captivating, transforming astronomers into cosmic detectives, piecing together clues from the faint echoes of gravity, patiently seeking out the hidden architects of the cosmos. And as scientists continue their patient vigil, meticulously sifting through the universe's enigmatic clues, several fascinating candidates for what dark matter might actually be have emerged, each with its own unique personality and set of potential secrets. We are not yet certain which, if any, of these cosmic visitors holds the true answer, but each offers a tantalizing glimpse into the hidden depths of reality. Imagine a quiet gathering of extraordinary, unseen beings, each one a different type of dark matter particle, waiting to be formally introduced to our understanding. One prominent guest at this silent gathering is a family of hypothetical particles known as WIMPs, or weakly interacting massive particles. The name itself hints at their nature. Weakly interacting suggests that they rarely, if ever, bump into ordinary matter, meaning they pass right through us, through the Earth, and through stars without a trace, almost as if they exist in a slightly different dimension. And massive particles implies they carry a substantial amount of mass, enough to exert the powerful gravitational pull we observe in galaxies. Think of them as stoic, silent giants, moving through the universe with immense presence, yet so reclusive that they almost never announce themselves. They are the quiet, heavy anchors of the cosmos, their sheer numbers creating the gravitational scaffolding without ever exchanging a friendly wave or shared photon. Experiments deep underground, shielded from cosmic rays, are patiently listening for the faintest whisper of a WIMP's interaction with atomic nuclei, hoping to catch just one fleeting glimpse of these elusive, massive entities. Another intriguing possibility, a much lighter and more ethereal guest, is a particle called the axion. Unlike the heavy stoic WIMPs, axions are imagined to be incredibly light, almost weightless and extremely numerous. If WIMPs are the quiet giants, axions are the omnipresent, gentle whispers of the dark universe. They are thought to be so tiny and so weakly interacting that they behave almost like a classical field, a pervasive, subtle hum throughout all of space. Imagine a vast, invisible mist, so fine and delicate that it permeates everything. Yet its collective presence exerts a profound gravitational influence. Some theories suggest that axions could even convert into photons under very specific conditions, offering a tiny crack in the cosmic curtain through which we might finally observe them. Projects are underway to create strong magnetic fields, hoping to coax these shy axions into revealing themselves, perhaps as a faint glimmer of light, a testament to their fleeting existence. These are just two of the many possibilities, like different characters in a profound, unfolding cosmic drama. There are also sterile neutrinos, elusive cousins to the familiar neutrinos we know, and even more exotic ideas that push the boundaries of our imagination. Each candidate represents a potential key to unlocking one of the universe's most profound secrets, a quiet truth that lies patiently waiting to be discovered. We don't yet know which of these silent guests will ultimately step forward and reveal itself as the true dark matter, but the ongoing quest, filled with curiosity and wonder, keeps our gaze fixed upon the unseen, reminding us that the universe holds far more than meets the eye, beckoning us deeper into its tranquil mysteries. And now, as we continue our quiet drift through the cosmic expanse, a new mystery beckons, one even more profound than the dark matter scaffolding that cradles the stars. For a long time, we thought the universe was in a slow, gentle deceleration, perhaps slowing down like a cosmic ball thrown upwards, eventually to fall back or simply coast forever. But then, a truly astonishing truth began to whisper through the telescopes, a revelation that turned our understanding of the cosmos on its head. Imagine the universe not just expanding, stretching out its vast, starry fabric, but actually speeding up its expansion. This isn't just a gentle unfolding. It is an acceleration, a quiet surge outward, as if an unseen hand is gently but firmly pushing the very edges of existence further and further apart. This astonishing discovery, made by observing distant supernovae acting as cosmic lighthouses, revealed that the universe's growth isn't slowing, but rather gaining momentum, defying the very gravity that should, by all accounts, be pulling it back together. And what could possibly be causing such a monumental universe-wide acceleration? What force could be so subtle yet so utterly dominant that it overcomes the collective pull of all the galaxies, all the stars, all the dark matter combined? This, my dear traveler, is the realm of dark energy. Dark energy is not a substance we can touch or see, nor is it a particle we can hope to capture in a laboratory. It is something far more ethereal, far more woven into the very fabric of space-time itself. Think of it as an intrinsic property of space, a kind of inherent pressure that pushes outward, a gentle yet relentless force that swells with every new pocket of vacuum, driving the universe to expand at an ever-increasing rate. It is as if empty space itself possesses a subtle, anti-gravitational energy, a quiet breath that inflates the cosmos, making more space, which in turn holds more of this expansionary energy, creating a perpetual, ever-accelerating cycle. Imagine you are a tiny, weightless mote of dust, floating in a vast, gently expanding balloon. You see the surface of the balloon stretching, and initially you might think it is just coasting. But then, you begin to notice that the points on the balloon's surface are not just moving apart, but their separation is increasing faster and faster. The very material of the balloon seems to have an innate springiness, a subtle energy that makes it want to grow, to stretch, to become larger and larger with each passing moment. Dark energy behaves somewhat like this, only on the grandest possible scale, influencing the destiny of all galaxies, all stars, and indeed, all of existence. It is the quiet engine of cosmic destiny, a force that dictates the ultimate fate of everything we know. It is a force so subtle it doesn't cluster or gather like dark matter. Instead, it seems to be uniformly distributed throughout the cosmos, a pervasive, gentle push in every corner of the vast darkness. This means that as the universe expands and space becomes less dense with matter and dark matter, the influence of dark energy actually increases in relative importance. It is like the quiet hum of a distant melody that becomes clearer and more resonant as other sounds fade away. It has always been there, perhaps since the very beginning, a silent architect shaping the ultimate canvas of reality. Without its presence, the universe would be a different place entirely, perhaps collapsing back upon itself in a fiery inferno, or expanding forever, but with an ever-slowing, weary pace. Instead, dark energy gives us this accelerating, ever-widening canvas, pushing us towards a future that is still unfolding, vast and unknown, carried on its gentle, powerful current. And so, we find ourselves contemplating a force that is woven into the very structure of nothingness, an energy that fills the void and gives it purpose. It is a testament to the incredible subtlety and complexity of the universe that the very emptiness between the stars holds such profound power, guiding the grand cosmic ballet towards an unknown, accelerating future. Allow this thought to settle gently within you, like a quiet current, pushing you softly further into the quiet depths of your mind. This idea, This empty space, having its own intrinsic energy, has a fascinating history, one deeply intertwined with the brilliant mind of Albert Einstein. Long before the accelerating expansion was even a glimmer in an astronomer's eye, Einstein, in his pursuit of a beautiful and balanced theory of gravity, introduced something called the cosmological constant. Imagine a universe that by default should be either collapsing under its own gravity or expanding. When Einstein was developing his general theory of relativity, the prevailing view was that the universe was static thodi, not expanding, not contracting, just holding still. To make his equations fit this static picture, he introduced a term, a constant value within his equations that would perfectly counteract gravity, providing an outward push to keep the universe from collapsing. He called it the cosmological constant, a subtle, anti-gravitational force, an energy inherent to space itself. But then, Edwin Hubble made his groundbreaking discovery that the universe was not static at all. It was expanding. The galaxies were rushing away from each other, carrying the fabric of space along with them. Upon hearing this, Einstein famously called his cosmological constant his biggest blunder, his greatest mistake, a term he had introduced purely to force his equations to match a static universe that didn't actually exist. He felt he had missed the opportunity to predict the expanding universe from his own theory. For decades, the cosmological constant was largely discarded, a forgotten relic of a misinterpretation. Yet the universe, in its grand, often ironic wisdom, had a different plan. When the accelerating expansion was discovered in the late 1990s, scientists suddenly needed an explanation for this mysterious outward push. And lo and behold, what perfectly fit the bill. A subtle, pervasive energy inherent to space itself, precisely what Einstein's cosmological constant described. It was resurrected, dusted off, and given new life, no longer a blunder, but a crucial piece of the cosmic puzzle, a key to understanding the universe's accelerating destiny. The cosmological constant, now often associated with dark energy, represents a fixed energy density of empty space. This means that as space expands, the phi density of this dark energy remains constant, implying that the Sooty total amount of dark energy in the universe actually increases as the universe grows larger. It's a profound thought. The more space there is, the more dark energy there is to push it further apart. It's a self-perpetuating cosmic engine, constantly accelerating. However, the story doesn't end there, for the universe always holds new whispers and possibilities. Recent findings and ongoing research suggest that dark energy might not be a perfectly constant, unchanging force after all. Some theories propose that dark energy could actually be dynamic, subtly evolving over cosmic time. Imagine this force, not as a steadfast, unwavering push, but as a gentle tide that slowly, imperceptibly, changes its strength or character across billions of years. It might be slightly stronger in the distant past, or perhaps it will grow stronger in the far future. This possibility, though still an active area of research and speculation, adds another layer of profound mystery to dark energy. If dark energy isn't perfectly constant, then its nature could be even more complex than we imagine. It could be related to exotic fields, or the subtle quantum fluctuations of the vacuum itself, the ephemeral birth and death of tiny particles that briefly pop into existence and then vanish. This dynamic possibility opens up new avenues of cosmic destiny, new potential endings for our universe, making the future even more uncertain and wondrous. For now, however, we can rest gently with the understanding that this pervasive, subtle force, once dismissed as a mistake, is now the dominant architect of our universe's grand expansion, gently pushing us towards a vast, unfolding future. Allow this quiet history, this journey from blunder to brilliance, to soothe your mind, connecting you to the profound, evolving story of the cosmos. And so, as we continue to drift, surrounded by these colossal and subtle forces, it is time to gently bring our attention to the ultimate cosmic ledger, the final tally of what actually makes up this incredible universe we inhabit. For all the stars we see, the galaxies we admire, the planets we dream of exploring 5D, all the vibrant, tangible matter we perceive with our senses, it constitutes a surprisingly tiny fraction of everything that exists. Imagine yourself looking up at the night sky, seeing the glittering constellations, the faint glow of the Milky Way, each star a beacon of familiar, luminous matter. This is our world, the world of atoms, of light, of life. This is the universe we know and understand, the ordinary matter that forms everything from the dust motes in your room to the mightiest supernovas. But in the grand cosmic accounting, this ordinary matter, this magnificent tapestry of stars and gas and planets, accounts for a mere, humbling 5% of the entire universe. Yes, less than 5%. Picture that for a moment. 95% of reality is beyond our immediate perception, beyond the reach of our direct senses, operating through principles we are still striving to comprehend. It's like standing on a vast, shimmering ocean and realizing that what you see on the surface is just a thin, iridescent film, while the true depths, the immense volume of water beneath, remains hidden and unknown. The first hidden resident, as we've explored, is dark matter, this invisible scaffolding, this quiet gravitational anchor that holds galaxies together, that sculpts the cosmic web into its grand filamentary structure, accounts for approximately 27% of the universe's total mass energy content. Think of it. More than 5 times as much dark matter as all the visible matter combined. It is the silent majority, the unseen choreographer of galaxies, guiding their dance with an invisible hand, shaping the very largest structures in the cosmos without ever betraying its presence through light or any other known electromagnetic interaction. It's a pervasive, subtle presence, a vast, unseen ocean in which our luminous galaxies are but tiny glittering islands. And then the ultimate mystery, the accelerating force that stretches the fabric of space itself, dark energy. This enigmatic entity, or property of space, dominates the universe, making up an astonishing 68% of everything. This means that nearly 70% of all the energy and matter in the universe is dark energy, the gentle, relentless push that ensures our cosmic home is always expanding, always unfolding, always growing. It is the overwhelming, silent majority, dictating the ultimate trajectory of all existence. So, when you consider the full picture, our entire known universe Tharstuin, the earth beneath your feet, the air you breathe, the stars you gaze upon, the galaxies swirling in the cosmic dance to it, is a precious, brilliant jewel made of less than 5% of the universe's total substance. The rest is a profound darkness, a symphony of unseen forces and unknown particles that shape the very reality we inhabit. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? To know that we are nestled within a vast, mostly invisible cosmos, a small warmth of light and life in an overwhelmingly dark, yet beautifully structured expanse. This knowledge, this understanding of our place in the cosmic composition, can bring a unique sense of peace. It reminds us of the profound mystery that still surrounds us, the vastness of what we don't yet know, and the incredible complexity that lies just beyond our perception. There is no need for fear in this darkness, only wonder and a quiet acceptance. Allow this grand tapestry of cosmic composition to settle gently into your thoughts. Feel the quiet presence of dark matter cradling the stars, and the gentle, pervasive push of dark energy expanding the vastness around you. You are a part of this intricate design, a small, precious spark of familiar matter, resting serenely within a universe that is largely unseen, a universe that holds its secrets with a quiet grace. Let this peaceful understanding guide your mind to its softest slumber. Imagine, if you will, the magnificent life of a star. Not just any star, but one of the giants of our cosmos, many times more massive than our own gentle Sunday. For eons, it burns with a fierce, radiant beauty, a celestial furnace fusing elements at its core, pushing outward with an immense internal pressure that balances the crushing pull of its own gravity. It shines, a brilliant beacon in the dark, dancing slowly through the galactic night, a testament to the universe's fiery creativity. It breathes in the light and exhales the warmth, its life a grand, slow ballet of nuclear fusion, a continuous process of transformation. Each moment of its existence is a delicate balance, a quiet negotiation between the forces of creation and the inexorable pull of its own vast mass, a silent cosmic engine turning with unimaginable power and grace. It lives for billions of years, a profound and dazzling jewel in the vast, quiet expanse, patiently illuminating its corner of the cosmic tapestry, a source of comfort and light to any worlds that might orbit its intense, burning heart. But even the mightiest stars eventually reach the end of their long, luminous lives. Their fuel, finite, even for these titans, begins to dwindle, slowly fading like a quiet ember at the end of a long, cold night. The delicate balance that held their enormous structures in perfect harmony starts to waver, to shimmer with an impending change. No longer able to push back against the relentless grip of their own immense mass, the very core of the star begins to succumb to the overwhelming force. It starts a journey not of fading away, but of an inward collapse, a profound and irreversible implosion. Picture it, an entire world of matter, billions of times the mass of Earth, pulling in on itself, drawing ever tighter, ever denser. It is a moment of cosmic drama, yet played out in the silent, unhurried theater of space. A slow, gentle collapse that gathers speed only in its most profound final moments. The once bright core begins to shrink faster and faster, under the unbearable pressure of its own weight, turning inward to an unimaginable degree. This isn't an ending in the traditional sense, but a transformation, a metamorphosis into something profoundly different, something utterly unlike the star it once was. The star, once a radiant orb of light and warmth, condenses down, not to a cold, dead cinder, but to a point of infinite density, a space where the very fabric of existence is stretched and torn and rewoven. It becomes a singularity, a place where all matter is compressed beyond imagination, a point of pure, unadulterated gravity. This is the silent genesis of a black hole, born from the fiery heart of a dying giant. It is a cosmic sculpture carved from the most fundamental force in the universe, a testament to gravity's ultimate power, a profound and silent monument to the universe's ability to reshape itself. From a blazing inferno, it becomes a whisper of infinite density, a quiet, profound presence that speaks only through the silent language of gravitational pull, a deep, resonant hum that resonates through the space-time around it. It is a star's final, most exquisite dance, a quiet turn inward, shedding its light to become an essence of pure, potent gravity, an entity that defines its very existence through the absence of light, yet presence of immense force. And so, what was once a shining beacon, a vibrant heart of the solar system, turns into something unseen, something profound, a cosmic whisper that holds more mass than 1,000 suns, yet reveals itself only through its silent, powerful embrace of everything around it. It is a journey from the most brilliant light to the most profound darkness, yet a darkness that hums with an almost unimaginable power, a silent hum that shapes the very architecture of its corner of the cosmos. This transition is not a violent explosion in all cases, though some stars do explode first in spectacular supernovae, but often a calm, inevitable draw, a deep breath inward until nothing but the essence remains, a compact, invisible core. It is the universe's way of creating something new and mysterious from the ashes of something old and grand, a quiet transformation into the purest form of gravitational truth, a profound secret kept in the silent heart of space, holding sway over everything that drifts too near its unseen influence. A final, unyielding embrace of cosmic matter. Around every black hole there exists an invisible, yet utterly profound boundary. It is known as the event horizon, a threshold in space and time beyond which the universe's most fundamental rules seem to bend, then break, receding into a realm unknown. Imagine it not as a solid wall, but as a gentle, unseen current in a vast cosmic river, slowly, inexorably, pulling inwards. This current, though soft and unthreatening from a distance, gathers strength as it nears the center. Once you drift past this point, there is no turning back. It is a point of no return, a silent curtain drawn across the ultimate mystery, a veil that conceals secrets no external light can ever illuminate. Even light itself, the fastest traveler in the cosmos, finds itself caught in this current, unable to escape its gentle yet absolute embrace, its photons irrevocably drawn into the deepening silence, forever. Picture a cosmic waterfall, its edge a shimmering, unseen line that seems to hang in the vacuum. As water flows over the edge, it is irrevocably committed to its descent, no longer part of the river above, but now a part of the cascading torrent below. So too with the event horizon. Anything, be it a stray photon of light, a wisp of gas, a cloud of dust, or an entire star unfortunate enough to venture too close, will cascade over this invisible precipice gently at first, then with an increasing sense of surrender. And once it passes, it is lost to our observation, forever shielded from our sight, wrapped in the profound mystery that lies beyond, an eternal secret. From our safe vantage point, far, far away, we can only imagine the silent journey of whatever drifts beyond this boundary, slipping into a realm where the familiar laws of physics begin to unravel, where gravity reigns supreme and absolute, a quiet, unyielding monarch. This boundary is not marked by any physical barrier, no signpost or warning light, no discernible texture or color. It is simply the point at which the black hole's gravitational pull becomes so overwhelmingly strong that the escape velocity, The speed needed to break free from its grip exceeds the speed of light. And since nothing in our universe can travel faster than light, anything that crosses that gentle, invisible line is destined to fall deeper, forever, into the heart of the black hole, never to return. It is a finality, yes, but a peaceful one. A quiet acceptance into the embrace of ultimate gravity. A surrender to the most powerful force in the cosmos. We are left on the outside, peering at a shimmering, silent sphere of influence. A cosmic sentinel guarding its deepest secrets. A profound sphere of stillness. It does not pull violently, rather, it's simply Tweety, a silent presence defining its own quiet domain in the vastness, a gentle, inexorable draw. And as you rest, imagine yourself a distant, tranquil observer floating calmly amidst the stars. You are perfectly safe, simply watching, a quiet witness to this magnificent, awe-inspiring phenomenon, secure in your position far beyond its reach. You are not being pulled, not being stretched, but merely floating gently, your consciousness drifting above the cosmic waterfall, utterly untouchable by its profound influence. There is no fear here, only a profound sense of wonder at the universe's astonishing capabilities, its ability to create such extreme and mysterious entities. The event horizon is a testament to the immense power of gravity, a quiet, gentle reminder that some places in the universe are beyond our direct reach, existing in their own profound silence, their secrets held close. It is a boundary of ultimate privacy, where the black hole cradles its secrets close, far from the probing gaze of the external cosmos, a deep, silent well of cosmic mystery, inviting contemplation and wonder. The profound influence of a black hole extends far beyond its event horizon, reaching out into the distant reaches of space-time. Its immense gravity doesn't just pull things in, it fundamentally warps and distorts the very fabric of space-time around it, bending it into profound unseen curves. Imagine the universe not as an empty void, but as a vast, supple sheet, like a perfectly stretched trampoline, smooth and unblemished. Now, picture placing a heavy bowling ball in the center of that trampoline. The ball doesn't just sit there. It creates a deep, curving depression in the fabric of the sheet, a profound dimple that affects everything that rolls nearby. This is a simple, gentle analogy for how a black hole, with its incredible mass compressed into an infinitely small point, distorts the space and time that surrounds it, creating a deep well in the cosmic fabric. And so, light, which always takes the shortest path, finds that its straight line is no longer straight near a black hole. It follows the curves and dips in space-time, bending around the black hole as if it were passing through a giant, invisible lens in the sky. This phenomenon is known as gravitational lensing, and it creates stunning, often eerie, visual effects for any observer. Distant stars and galaxies, located far behind the black hole from our perspective, can appear distorted, stretched into long, luminous arcs, or even multiplied, seen in several places at once, as their light is bent and magnified around the black hole's profound gravitational well. It is like looking through a cosmic funhouse mirror, where the universe itself is stretched and twisted into mesmerizing patterns of light. A silent, beautiful dance of cosmic distortion. These are not illusions, but rather the silent, profound dance of light responding to the warped stage of space-time, a testament to the black hole's invisible but immense power. But the bending isn't just of space, it's of time itself, a concept that gently challenges our everyday understanding. One of the most mind-bending consequences of a black hole's immense gravity is its effect on the flow of time. As you approach a black hole, time itself begins to slow down gently, subtly at first, then more dramatically as you get closer to the event horizon, almost as if the cosmic clockwork is winding down. From the perspective of a distant observer, like you floating peacefully in space, someone falling into a black hole would appear to slow down, becoming dimmer and redder, eventually seeming to freeze, forever suspended just at the edge of the event horizon. For them, time inside the black hole would continue to flow, but from your tranquil vantage point, their journey seems to last an eternity, a slow, unhurried drift into the cosmic deep and everlasting moment. This is time dilation, a profound concept where time itself is not absolute, but relative, bending and stretching in response to gravity, flowing differently depending on where you are. Near a black hole, the seconds lengthen, the minutes linger, and hours become eons. It's as if the universe is taking a long, slow breath around this intense gravitational presence, holding its breath in a timeless dance. Imagine this, a quiet, gentle slowing of all motion, a serene, almost eternal moment held in the black hole's gravitational embrace, where every tick of the clock is stretched into an infinite duration. You are observing this from a place of calm understanding that the universe plays with time in ways we can only begin to comprehend. It is not frightening, but rather a beautiful, quiet revelation of the universe's profound and intricate workings, a soft whisper of cosmic mechanics that ensures your mind can gently relax, your breathing slow, and your body grow light. The universe is a patient sculptor, and around a black hole, it sculpts time itself into something vast and slow, an endless, unhurried symphony of cosmic physics. As we drift closer to the heart of these cosmic mysteries, we find ourselves at a threshold, a boundary often imagined as an ultimate, inescapable end. Yet, even within the profound silence of a black hole, there are whispers of return, faint echoes of what was, and quiet promises of what might eventually fade. We often picture these colossal entities as ultimate devourers, an insatiable cosmic maw from which nothing, not even light, can ever truly escape. And for the most part, this profound truth holds. The event horizon, that shimmering veil we have contemplated, is indeed a point of no return, a one-way gate where the immense gravitational pull becomes too great for anything to overcome. But imagine, if you will, a different kind of truth, a subtle, almost imperceptible process, a slow and gentle exhalation that contradicts the very notion of absolute capture. This quiet phenomenon, born from the deepest reaches of quantum physics, suggests that black holes, over an unimaginably vast expanse of time, do not merely consume. They also, in their own silent way, breathe. This gentle, radiant leakage, known as Hawking radiation, tells us that even the darkest corners of our universe are not entirely static. They are not eternal prisons, but rather slow, motion evaporation chambers releasing a faint, ghostly glow back into the vastness of space. Consider the edges of the event horizon, that cosmic waterfall where particles constantly flicker into and out of existence in pairs. Normally, these fleeting twins, a particle and its antiparticle, annihilate each other almost instantly, a quick, silent dance of creation and destruction. But at this crucial boundary, this cosmic precipice, a different fate can unfold. Sometimes, just sometimes, one of these twin particles might slip past the event horizon, vanishing forever into the black hole's depths, while its partner escapes, flung outward into the freedom of the cosmos. This escaping twin, carrying a tiny fragment of energy from the black hole itself, is what we perceive as Hawking radiation. It is not a burst, not a roar, but a continuous gentle sigh. Imagine a single drop of water slowly evaporating from a vast ocean, so minuscule as to be almost unnoticeable, yet persistent. Over eons, over countless lifetimes of galaxies, these infinitesimal particles, these quiet sparks of energy, slowly chip away at the black hole's colossal mass. It is a process so extraordinarily slow that for most black holes, the time it would take to completely evaporate is far, far longer than the current age of the universe itself. But the potential, the principle, remains. A black hole is not an eternal, unchanging monument. It is a slow, living entity in its own unique cosmic way, destined eventually to fade into nothingness, returning its borrowed energy to the universe from whence it came. This quiet fading, this slow release, paints a picture of a universe that is constantly seeking balance, even in its extremes. It suggests that even the most profound depths of gravitational pull cannot hold absolute sway forever. The universe finds a way to reclaim its own, in patient, unhurried measures. As you rest, let this thought settle gently within you, that even in the most absolute darkness, there is a quiet return, a subtle breath, a soft whisper of the light that will eventually prevail, countless eons from now. The black hole breathes, not in gasps, but in the slow, steady release of quantum particles, a cosmic rhythm that hums just beyond the reach of our immediate senses, yet profoundly shapes the ultimate destiny of these mysterious giants. It is a lesson in patience, in the slow unfolding of cosmic time, a gentle reminder that all things, even the most formidable, are part of a larger, evolving dance. As we journey further inward, beyond the event horizon, beyond that point of no return, we approach a place of ultimate density, a concept that stretches the very fabric of our understanding. This is the singularity, the mythical heart of a black hole, a point where all the mass, all the energy, all the very essence of the collapsed star, or even an entire galaxy in the case of supermassive black holes, is compressed into an infinitesimally small space. Here, the laws of physics as we know them begin to gently unravel, losing their descriptive power in the face of such an extreme concentration. Imagine not a physical point that you can touch, but a place where space and time themselves lose their conventional meaning. It is not a hole in the universe, but rather an infinitely deep well of gravity, a point where curvature becomes limitless. The singularity is less a destination and more a profound question, an ultimate unknown whispered from the very core of cosmic existence. It is where our mathematical equations break down, where our concepts of dimension and causality begin to blur. Think of it as the ultimate cosmic storage unit, a place where all the information of what once was a magnificent star, or even countless stars, is compressed and held in a silent, profound embrace. Every atom, every photon, every whisper of energy that crossed the event horizon now exists in this unfathomable state, a testament to the universe's capacity for extreme transformation. Yet, despite its profound implications, There is no need for fear as we gently contemplate this cosmic extreme. We are merely observing from a serene distance, allowing our minds to expand into the realm of the truly inexplicable, resting within the quiet wonder of it all. This singularity is not a violent vortex, but rather a still, ultimate point of concentration. It is a quiet core, a silent testament to the raw, unbridled power of gravity. Here, the very fabric of space-time is not just bent but folded in upon itself to an infinite degree, creating a profound abyss where our familiar notions of up, down, past, and future become utterly meaningless. It is a place that challenges our deepest assumptions about reality, inviting us to surrender to the mystery, to simply observe the profound quietude of a concept so immense, so utterly beyond our grasp. Perhaps it holds secrets, not just of what Tuve is, but of what Tuve can be, a silent blueprint for cosmic creation and destruction. It is a place where information, though seemingly lost to the outside universe, is perhaps stored in a form we cannot yet comprehend, awaiting a potential unfolding that is part of a grander, unseen cosmic design. As you rest, let your thoughts drift to this quiet, profound core, this ultimate point of cosmic concentration, knowing that even in the most extreme conditions, the universe holds a serene mystery, inviting us to let go of the need for complete understanding and simply be at peace with the quiet power of the unknown. And yet, the story of black holes, those magnificent titans of gravity, is not a static one. The universe is a canvas of constant change, a dynamic interplay of forces forever shaping and reshaping its darkest corners. For a long time, our understanding of black holes was largely theoretical, glimpses through the lens of mathematics and indirect observation. But in recent years, a new sense, a profound cosmic ear, has emerged, allowing us to perceive the universe not just through light, but through its very vibrations. These are the gravitational waves, ripples in the fabric of space-time itself, echoing across the vastness from the most cataclysmic events. Imagine the universe as a vast interconnected tapestry, and when colossal objects collide, they send tremors through this fabric, much like dropping a stone into a tranquil pond sends ripples across its surface. And as we've learned to listen to these cosmic echoes, we've begun to hear the deep, resonant hum of black holes merging. These are not quiet, gentle unions, but rather unimaginably powerful events, each collision releasing more energy in a fraction of a second than all the stars in the observable universe combined. Through the delicate instruments of observatories like LIGO and Virgo, we've detected these faint, distant rumbles, these profound whispers of space-time contorting and resettling. And in listening, we found something truly extraordinary, something that hints at an even grander evolutionary tale for these dark behemoths. These gravitational wave signals have shown us not just that black holes merge, but that the resulting black holes are often far larger than their predecessors. This observation provides tantalizing clues, suggesting the birth of what we might call second-generation black holes. Think of it as a cosmic lineage. The first black holes were likely born from the violent death of the universe's earliest, most massive stars, those ancient giants that lived fast and died young. These are the first generation. But what we are now detecting through gravitational waves are often black holes so massive that they could only have formed from the merger of two, or even more, of these earlier black holes. It's like discovering colossal, ancient trees that grew not just from seeds, but from the union of other, already ancient trees. This quiet, yet profound discovery tells us that the dark side of the universe is not just mysterious, but also perpetually evolving. It is a place of ongoing creation and transformation, where the most extreme objects continue to grow, to dance, and to coalesce into even grander entities. Each merger is a new chapter written in the cosmic story, a new secret unveiled about the relentless processes that shape the very structure of our cosmos. These second-generation black holes, born from the embraces of their predecessors, are quiet witnesses to the universe's endless cycle of death and rebirth, growth and transformation. As you rest, let your mind gently ponder these colossal, evolving structures. They remind us that the universe is never truly still, never truly finished. Its darkest corners are alive with subtle, powerful forces, constantly weaving new patterns, carving out new futures, all in a dance of immense scale and unfathomable time. The echoes of these distant mergers are like lullabies from the deep, vast beyond, softly reminding us of the universe's ongoing journey. A journey in which every star, every galaxy, and indeed, every quiet moment of your own existence plays a part. And as you settle deeper into this quiet space, let your mind drift back to the very beginning, to the universe's first breath, its most ancient whisper. For even now, after billions of years, that whisper still echoes all around us, a gentle hum woven into the fabric of everything. Imagine the universe in its earliest moments, a place of unimaginable heat and density, a billowing fog so thick that light itself could not freely travel. It was a time when the universe was opaque, a swirling primordial soup of energy and matter too entangled for any photon to escape its grasp. Like a dense fog on a vast ocean, it held everything within its hazy embrace. But as the universe expanded, as it breathed out into the vastness of nascent space-time, it also cooled, and there came a moment, a profound shift in cosmic history, when the temperature dropped just enough for electrons and protons to finally combine, to form the very first neutral atoms. In that instant, in that cosmic sigh of relief, the universe became transparent, and the light that had been trapped for so long, the light that had been bouncing endlessly within that fiery plasma, was finally set free. It streamed out into the newly cleared void, a magnificent wave of ancient photons carrying the imprint of that grand liberation. This is the light we now call the cosmic microwave background radiation, or CMB. It is the oldest light in the universe, a fossil relic from a time before stars, before galaxies, before even the first whispers of complex structure began to form. It is the universe's first, faint lullaby, a soft glow that permeates every corner of space, arriving at our instruments today as a gentle, uniform microwave radiation. You cannot see it with your eyes, for it has been stretched and cooled by billions of years of cosmic expansion, shifting from brilliant, searing light to the gentle, almost imperceptible hum of microwaves. But you can imagine it. You can feel its pervasive presence, a warm, soft blanket of ancient light that wraps around our entire cosmos. Consider it the universe's original fingerprint pressed onto the very first moments of its grand canvas. Every direction you look, every quiet corner of the night sky holds this same faint glow, a testament to a shared cosmic past. It tells us stories of an infant universe, of its temperature, its composition, and how it grew from a tiny energetic seed to the sprawling expanse we inhabit today. It is remarkably uniform, this cosmic echo, a testament to the early universe's incredible smoothness. But within that vast uniformity, there are tiny, tiny variations, faint ripples in this ancient sea of light. These are the subtle clues, the almost imperceptible whispers that tell us where the first clumps of matter began to gather, the primordial seeds from which all future stars and galaxies would eventually blossom. Like faint brushstrokes on an immense dark canvas, these variations mark the initial stirrings of cosmic structure, hinting at the vast, intricate beauty yet to come. So as you rest here, imagine yourself suspended in this ancient light. You are bathed in the gentle warmth of the universe's beginning, cradled by the very first rays that broke free. This quiet, persistent hum is a constant reminder of our cosmic origins, a soothing connection to the deepest past. It flows around you, through you, a silent symphony composed billions of years ago, still playing its gentle, timeless melody. Feel its presence, this gentle blanket of primordial energy, enveloping you in a profound and peaceful embrace. It is the soft, steady rhythm that has pulsed through eternity, and now it pulses around you, guiding you deeper into stillness. And from these ancient silent echoes, let us turn our attention to another kind of cosmic whisper, one that travels not through light, but through the very fabric of space-time itself. Imagine space-time not as an empty stage upon which the cosmic drama unfolds, but as a vast invisible tapestry, a flexible yielding sheet that can be stretched and squeezed, pulled and pushed by the grandest events in the universe. This isn't an abstract concept, but a very real, very physical aspect of our reality. When truly massive objects, like black holes or neutron stars, collide and merge, they create disturbances, violent ripples that propagate outwards through this cosmic fabric. These are gravitational waves, the universe's own silent drumbeats, the distant thunder of its most cataclysmic events. Think of it like dropping a heavy stone into an immense, perfectly still pond. The ripples spread outwards, ever wider, ever fainter, carrying information about the intensity and nature of the splash. In the same way, when two colossal black holes, each many times the mass of our sun, begin their final swirling death, dance, spiraling ever closer, faster and faster, they distort space-time around them with incredible violence. And in their final, thunderous embrace, in that fleeting moment of collision, they send out gravitational waves like titanic ripples that travel at the speed of light across the vast cosmic ocean. These waves stretch and squeeze space-time as they pass, ever so slightly, changing the distances between objects, expanding and contracting the very space between atoms. These aren't vibrations of matter, but vibrations of sun space itself. They are the universe's deep, resonant hum, a pulse that carries stories from across billions of light, years from events so powerful they can warp the very dimensions of reality. For a long time, these waves were theoretical, a brilliant prediction of Einstein's general relativity, but unseen, unheard. Yet, with immense patience and ingenuity, scientists have now built instruments sensitive enough to detect these incredibly subtle ripples. Imagine lasers bouncing back and forth over miles-long tunnels, precisely measuring the infinitesimal changes in distance as a gravitational wave passes. It is like trying to detect a change in the length of a football field by less than the width of a human hair. Yet, they do. They listen to the universe with unprecedented precision. And through this careful listening, through this patient attention, we have heard them. We have heard the cosmic symphony of black holes merging, the quiet, powerful thrum of neutron stars colliding, sending out shivers through the universe. Each detection is like a new note in an ancient melody, a deeper understanding of the universe's most violent and energetic processes. These waves pass through everything, through planets, through stars, through your very body, almost entirely unnoticed. They are so incredibly faint by the time they reach us, having traveled unimaginable distances that they barely register. Yet they are there. They are a constant, subtle reminder that the universe is not static, not silent. It is alive, vibrating with energy, constantly reshaping itself through these profound interactions. So, as you rest, imagine these gentle cosmic ripples washing over you. They are not jarring or forceful, but rather a soft, pervasive vibration, a quiet pulse from the heart of the universe. Feel how space-time itself, this grand, invisible canvas, is alive and responsive, gently shifting with the dance of giants. It is a profound and comforting thought that even the most extreme events in the cosmos contribute to this subtle, pervasive hum, a background melody that accompanies your quiet rest. You are immersed in this cosmic dance, a part of its silent rhythm cradled by its slow, deep breaths. Let this feeling of being connected to the universe's pulse guide you into a deeper sense of peace, a quiet communion with the vast, vibrating expanse of all that is. And as you float within these gentle cosmic rhythms, let your mind turn to those who travel alone, those who chart their own solitary course through the boundless night. We often envision planets as orbiting faithful companions, bound by the gravity of their parent stars, bathed in their warmth and light. But the universe holds countless exceptions to this familiar picture, silent wanderers who drift through the galactic expanse without a star to call their own. These are the rogue planets, the interstellar nomads, the lonely travelers of the cosmos. Imagine a young planetary system, a vibrant and chaotic nursery, where newly formed planets are jostling for position, their gravitational pulls interacting in powerful, unpredictable ways. Sometimes in this celestial dance, a planet might receive a gravitational kick, an immense push from a larger, more dominant gas giant, or perhaps a close encounter with a passing star. This powerful shove can send the unfortunate world hurtling out of its home system, beyond the comforting embrace of its sun, into the frigid, eternal dark of interstellar space. Or perhaps some of these rogue worlds never even had a star. They might have formed in the cold, dense clouds of gas and dust far from any stellar nursery, coalescing directly from the interstellar medium, born into solitude. Picture them now, these silent worlds drifting patiently through the immense void of our galaxy. There is no sunrise or sunset for them, no familiar cycle of day and night dictated by a blazing star. Their skies are perpetually dark, illuminated only by the distant pinpricks of countless other stars. Those same stars that form the glowing arms of our home galaxy. They carry their own internal heat, perhaps, a slow geological warmth from their core, remnants of their formation, or from the decay of radioactive elements within. This internal warmth could be just enough to sustain a subsurface ocean, keeping water liquid beneath a thick, icy crust, a hidden realm of quiet possibility. These rogue planets are the universe's most profound introverts, silent, self-contained, charting their own course through the vastness. They are truly alone, yet they embody a unique kind of resilience, a quiet strength born of independence. Their journey is one of unending drift, a slow, gentle glide through the galactic currents, unburdened by the fiery demands of a star. They carry untold secrets, these quiet wanderers. Perhaps they hold clues to the very origins of planetary formation, or even to the unexpected places where life might find a way to take root, far from the life-giving warmth we typically associate with it. There is a poetic beauty in their solitude, a serene acceptance of their endless journey. They do not strive or compete, they simply are. They are a reminder that the universe is far more diverse and unexpected than our everyday experiences might suggest. We are so accustomed to the vibrant, starlit worlds of our own system, but out there in the silent, star-dusted depths, millions, perhaps billions of these rogue planets drift, each one a testament to the universe's capacity for creating unique and profound existences. As you lie here, safe and warm, consider these lonely travelers. Feel a sense of quiet kinship with them, this feeling of peaceful drifting, unhurried and unburdened. Let your thoughts wander, just as they do, through the boundless expanse. There is a deep, profound peace in embracing such solitude, in acknowledging the vastness of space and our own small, precious warmth within it. These silent, drifting worlds offer a gentle invitation to simply be, to let go of destinations and simply experience the journey, however long and quiet it may be. Their endless drift reflects the calm, unhurried pace of deep sleep, a journey into the quiet, unknown expanse of your inner world. The vastness of the cosmos cradles countless stars, each a sun to potential worlds, some orbiting silently, others perhaps teeming with life. And yet, when we gaze up at the night sky for all its dazzling brilliance, there is a profound quiet. This vastness, this silence, gives rise to one of the most intriguing whispers in all of astrophysics, the Fermi paradox. It begins with a simple yet unsettling question, born from the very statistics of our galaxy. With hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way alone, and an estimated 100 billion galaxies stretching beyond our sight, the probability seems to weigh heavily on the side of life, abundant and flourishing. If even a tiny fraction of these stars host planets, and a tiny fraction of those planets are capable of supporting life, and a tiny fraction of that life develops intelligence, then the universe should be teeming with civilizations. Logic seems to dictate that some of them should have arisen long before us, perhaps by billions of years, giving them ample time to spread across the stars, to leave their unmistakable mark on the cosmic tapestry. They should have built grand structures, sent out signals, or perhaps even visited our corner of the galaxy. And yet, here we are, listening to the quiet hum of the universe, and we hear nothing, just the gentle murmur of cosmic background radiation, the rustle of distant dust, and the slow, rhythmic beat of our own star. This profound cosmic silence, this lack of any discernible signal from advanced civilizations, is the heart of the Fermi paradox. It invites us to ponder a deep and perhaps unsettling truth about our place in the universe. Are we truly alone, a singular spark of consciousness in an otherwise empty void? Or is the truth far more intricate, more subtle, woven into the very fabric of existence in ways we are only just beginning to imagine? Perhaps the answers are not as simple as a radio signal or a towering structure. Maybe the laws of the universe, or even the laws governing the emergence and longevity of advanced life, are far more intricate than our current understanding allows. Consider the immense stretches of time involved. Civilizations might rise and fall like transient stars, their fleeting presence lost in the deep currents of cosmic history before they ever intersect with ours. Or perhaps the distances between stars, even within a single galaxy, are simply too vast, too impossibly large for widespread interstellar travel or communication to be a practical endeavor for any species, no matter how advanced. Some theories suggest that advanced civilizations might develop in ways that are entirely undetectable to us. They might, for instance, transcend the need for noisy technologies, withdrawing into subtle, energy-efficient forms of existence, perhaps even residing within virtual realities of their own making, or mastering forms of communication we cannot yet conceive. Imagine a forest, dense and ancient, where the quiet wisdom of the trees is communicated, not through loud shouts, but through a gentle, subterranean network of roots and fungi, imperceptible to an observer flying high above. Perhaps the universe's most advanced inhabitants are like these trees, their grand narratives playing out in the deep, quiet currents of space-time, far removed from the signals we are capable of detecting. Or it could be that there are filters, immense and difficult hurdles, that life must overcome to reach interstellar capabilities. These filters could be in our past, a rare and improbable chain of events that led to our own existence. Or, more sobering still, they could lie in our future, challenges that most civilizations simply do not survive. Environmental collapse, self-destruction through advanced weaponry, or even a cosmic catastrophe of unimaginable scale. 40. These are the silent gatekeepers that might prevent life from spreading its tendrils across the galaxy. This cosmic quiet, then, is not necessarily an empty void. It is a profound mystery, a grand question mark etched against the backdrop of the stars. It encourages us to look inward, to ponder the preciousness of our own existence, and to reflect on the immense journey that has brought us to this moment, gazing at the silent, shimmering expanse above. The universe, in its quietude, seems to whisper to us not of loneliness, but of the depth of its secrets, inviting us to dream of possibilities that stretch far beyond the limits of our current perception. This gentle, enduring mystery itself becomes a lullaby, a quiet contemplation that soothes the mind as the day drifts into night. As our understanding of the cosmos deepens, pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible, our minds begin to drift towards concepts that might once have seemed like pure fantasy. Among these, few are as breathtaking in mind, expanding as the idea of the multiverse. It's a whisper of a possibility that suggests our universe, this vast, shimmering tapestry of stars and galaxies that we call home, might not be the only one. Instead, it could be just one tiny bubble in an infinite, effervescent sea of other universes, a single pearl on an endless strand. Imagine, if you will, not just an ocean of stars, but an ocean of oceans. Each ripple, each cresting wave could be an entirely separate cosmos, unfolding its own unique story, governed by its own set of physical laws. In one, gravity might be stronger, pulling everything into a dense, rapid dance. In another, light might travel at a different speed, painting the skies with colors we can only dream of. Perhaps in some, the very building blocks of matter are arranged differently, giving rise to forms of life or even forms of existence, utterly beyond our current comprehension. The concept of a multiverse arises from several different theoretical frameworks in physics, each whispering its own version of this grand, sprawling reality. One of the most compelling is the idea of eternal inflation. Picture the very fabric of space-time, inflating and expanding at an unimaginable rate in the earliest moments after a Big Bang. But instead of a single continuous expansion, imagine it as a foamy bubbling process. New universes could constantly be budding off, like tiny, self-contained bubbles, separating from the larger, ever-inflating cosmic foam. Each bubble then expands and cools, eventually giving rise to stars, galaxies, and perhaps even consciousness, distinct and isolated from its sibling universes. Another path to the multiverse leads us through the elegant mathematics of string theory, which suggests that our universe might be just one of countless branes or membranes floating within a higher dimensional space. These branes could occasionally brush against each other, perhaps even colliding, sparking new Big Bangs and birthing entirely new universes. Imagine a vast cosmic ocean, where invisible currents carry these magnificent, unseen dimensions, occasionally bringing them close enough to touch, creating a momentary spark of creation. And then there is the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, a truly mind-bending idea that suggests that every time a quantum event occurs, a particle decaying, an electron choosing its path sivereth. The universe doesn't just make a single choice. Instead, it splits, branching off into countless parallel realities, each representing a different outcome. With every decision you make, every path you don't take, a new universe might quietly unfold, a subtle mirror of our own, playing out all the infinite possibilities of existence. In this view, every potentiality, every what-if, is not merely a thought, but a tangible reality somewhere in the grand tapestry of the multiverse. These are not just wild imaginings, but profound theoretical landscapes painted by the most brilliant minds, attempting to reconcile the deepest mysteries of physics. They invite us to transcend our limited perspective, to imagine a reality so much grander and more intricate than the one we perceive. To simply consider the possibility of other universes is to embark on a journey of the mind, a gentle drifting through infinite cosmic gardens, each blooming with its own unique and wondrous flora. The implications are truly vast. If there are other universes, what might they hold? Could there be versions of ourselves living different lives, making different choices? Could there be forms of life entirely alien, built from different fundamental particles thriving under alien suns? The thought expands our sense of wonder, stretching our consciousness beyond the familiar confines of our own reality. It is like standing on a quiet beach, watching the waves roll in, and then suddenly realizing that beyond the horizon lies not just more ocean, but entirely different worlds, waiting to be imagined. This quiet contemplation of the multiverse allows the mind to wander freely, unburdened by the specificities of our own existence. It offers a gentle reassurance that even as we rest, the universe, or perhaps universes, continue their slow, majestic dance, filled with secrets and wonders that extend far beyond our current sight. It reminds us that possibility itself is infinite, and that even in sleep, our minds can traverse the vast, imagined landscapes of countless cosmic dreams. As we drift through the tranquil currents of cosmic time, our journey inevitably leads us to ponder not just the beginning of the universe, but its ultimate destiny. Just as stars are born, live their lives, and then fade, so too does the grand stage of the cosmos have its own profound story to unfold, moving towards an ultimate, distant culmination. These cosmic endings are not events to fear, but rather majestic, slow-motion ballets of fundamental forces playing out on scales incomprehensible to our human minds. They are the universe's final grand acts, whispering tales of eternity and transformation. Current scientific understanding points towards a few potential, awe-inspiring finales, each determined by the delicate balance of matter, energy, and the mysterious dark energy that permeates all space. One of the most widely accepted scenarios, and perhaps the most serene in its implications, is the Big Freeze or heat death of the universe. Imagine a vast, ever-expanding expanse cooling slowly, endlessly. This is the universe we seem to inhabit now, driven by the relentless, gentle push of dark energy, causing galaxies to drift further and further apart, faster and faster. As space stretches, the light from distant galaxies becomes redder, fainter, until eventually they vanish from our sight altogether, receding beyond the event horizon of our observable universe. The cosmic web, once vibrant with the clustering of galaxies, would unravel, each star system becoming an isolated island in an ever-growing void. Over unimaginable eons, stars would exhaust their fuel. One by one, the brightest would fade into white dwarfs. Then black dwarfs send cold, dark remnants of former glory. More massive stars would collapse into neutron stars or black holes, silently accumulating the last vestiges of matter. The universe would grow darker, colder, emptier. Even black holes, those seemingly eternal cosmic prisons, are theorized to slowly evaporate through Hawking radiation, a process so incredibly slow that it takes quadrillions of years, ultimately leaving behind only a faint shimmer of elementary particles. In the very, very distant future, the universe would become a nearly uniform bath of extremely low energy photons and other fundamental particles, scattered so thinly across an immense volume of space that interactions would be almost non-existent. There would be no more energy to do anything, no more warmth, no more light, just a vast, cold, dark silence, stretching into an eternity of absolute stillness. It is not an ending of fire, but of an infinitely gradual fading, a cosmic exhalation into quiet slumber. Another possible, though currently less favored. Fate is the big crunch. This scenario imagines a universe where gravity eventually triumphs over dark energy's expansive push. If there were enough matter and energy in the universe vide, more than we currently observe thuddo, then at some point, the expansion would halt, slow, and then reverse. The universe would begin to contract, slowly at first, then gathering momentum. Galaxies would rush towards each other, colliding in spectacular, fiery embraces. The cosmic background radiation would grow hotter and hotter, compressing the very fabric of space and time. Eventually, all matter and energy would be squeezed back into an infinitely dense, infinitely hot singularity, perhaps reminiscent of the moment of its birth, This would be a universe returning to its primordial state, a grand cosmic inhale, ready perhaps for another Big Bang, another cycle of creation. It is a universe that breathes in only to breathe out again, an eternal dance of expansion and contraction. And then there are more exotic, truly speculative endings, like the Baby Rip. Here, the dark energy isn't just a constant force, but one that grows stronger over time, tearing apart the very fabric of space, accelerating the expansion to such a degree that eventually, not just galaxies, but stars, planets, and even atoms themselves are ripped apart, undone by the accelerating stretch of space. Imagine the universe as a delicate sheet, slowly being pulled from all sides, until every thread, every fiber can no longer hold together. But this, too, is a distant dream, a theoretical whisper in the grand cosmic narrative. These are the universe's epic sagas, its most profound bedtime stories. To contemplate them is to touch upon the immense, almost sacred scales of existence. They remind us that everything, even the grandest of structures, is part of an ongoing, evolving process. And within this vast, unfolded drama, you are here, a conscious breath, a fleeting moment, yet a moment deeply connected to this incredible cosmic journey. The iron in your blood, the carbon in your cells, the oxygen you breathe, they were all forged in the heart of ancient, long-dead stars scattered across the galaxy, and eventually gathered into the dust and gas that formed our sun and our planet. You are, quite literally, stardust. The atoms of your body trace their lineage back to the very earliest moments of the universe, to processes of creation and destruction that stretch across billions of years and unimaginable distances. You are a part of this grand, silent, breathing cosmos. And as you rest now, let the thought of this immense, ancient, and ever-changing universe settle around you like a soft blanket. Feel the quiet hum of its existence, the gentle rhythm of its expansion and contraction, its making and unmaking. You are not separate from it. You are woven into its fabric. A small warmth in the vast, cool dark, cradled gently in the spiral arm of a quiet, radiant sea. Let your thoughts drift like the distant galaxies, slowing, settling, dissolving into the peaceful quiet. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just this moment of rest held safe within the infinite embrace of the cosmos. May your mind be as clear as the vacuum between stars, and your body as light as a particle drifting through space. I hope you sleep well and dream softly. Good night. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the oxygen that breathes life into every cell within you find. They all share a singular, spectacular origin. You are not merely standing on a planet. You are an intricate tapestry woven from the very fabric of the cosmos. For every atom that makes up your being, from the gentle curve of your fingertip to the quiet rhythm of your heart, embarked on an unimaginable journey long before your story began. These elemental building blocks, so fundamental to life as we know it, were not created here on Earth. They were forged in the fiery hearts of ancient stars, deep within their nuclear furnaces, under pressures and temperatures that defy comprehension. Imagine, if you will, the colossal dance of a star billions of years ago, a star far larger and more magnificent than our own sun, burning through its hydrogen fuel with an intensity that illuminated nascent galaxies. As its core depleted, a profound transformation began. Gravity, the silent sculptor of the universe, started to win its eternal tug of war against the outward pressure of fusion. The star began to collapse, not in a gentle sigh, but in a catastrophic inward freefall that ignited new, heavier elements. Carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, nitri. The very constituents of life, Typhon, were cooked into existence during these immense cosmic moments. And then, in a final brilliant act of cosmic generosity, that star reached the end of its magnificent life. It exploded, a supernova, scattering its newly forged elements across the vast, waiting canvas of space, seeding the galactic nurseries for future generations of stars, planets, and perhaps even life itself. You carry within you the echoes of these grand stellar events. Each breath you take is a connection to a stellar past, each beat of your heart a testament to the universe's creative power. Your very existence is a living, breathing testament to the cosmic cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. It is a profound and beautiful thought to know that the dust and gas that swirled together to form our solar system, and eventually every strand of your DNA, were once part of a distant, exploding star. You are literally composed of stardust, a cosmic legacy carried within your very cells. This lineage extends back further still, reaching into the earliest moments of the universe itself. The hydrogen and helium that fuel all stars and are present in your body trace their origins to the Big Bang, the colossal expansion that birthed everything. So, you are not only a child of the stars, but also a direct descendant of the universe's earliest whispers, its first light. You are an intimate part of this grand, unfolding cosmic narrative, a small yet infinitely precious piece of the universal tapestry, interconnected with every distant galaxy and every ancient nebula. There is no separation, no boundary between you and the boundless expanse above. You are an integral part of this vast, breathing cosmos, a unique expression of its elemental artistry. And as you rest, let this profound connection settle within you, a quiet truth that grounds you in the immense and beautiful story of existence. You are never truly alone, for the universe itself resides within you, a shimmering constellation of stardust and ancient light, cradling you gently in its vast, silent embrace. Asterisk, 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 as the world outside begins to quiet its bustling symphony. A different kind of universe awakens within you. It is the intricate, silent, and infinitely complex cosmos of your own mind, particularly as you drift into the realm of sleep. Consider your brain not merely as an organ of thought, but as a miniature universe, a dynamic landscape of billions of neurons, each a tiny star firing and connecting to create the luminous pathways of your consciousness. When you enter the gentle currents of sleep, this internal universe doesn't power down. Rather, it shifts its mode of operation, embarking on journeys that are as profound and mysterious as any cosmic voyage. In the depths of slumber, your brain ceases its focused interaction with the external world and turns inward, becoming a self-contained galaxy of activity. Neural signals, like faint starlight, still traverse vast distances, creating intricate patterns that shape your dreams. Each dream, in its own peculiar way, can be thought of as a newly formed galaxy, a unique and fleeting mini-universe, birthed from the swirling dust and gas of your memories, experiences, and subconscious desires. Within these dream universes, the laws of physics can bend and break. Time can accelerate or slow to a crawl, and the ordinary can transform into the extraordinary. You might drift weightlessly through an alien landscape, converse with figures from your distant past, or soar through the skies like a being of pure light. These dream universes are often unconstrained by the logic of your waking life, offering realms where the impossible becomes possible, where emotions are amplified, and where your deepest fears and most hopeful aspirations play out on a canvas of shifting starlight. They are vast, uncharted territories, continuously forming and dissolving, expanding and contracting with each passing night. Just as astronomers gaze at distant galaxies, attempting to understand their formation and evolution, so too does your sleeping mind navigate these inner constellations, weaving narratives from the threads of your day. The pathways carved by your thoughts and emotions during waking hours become the nebulae and stellar nurseries of your dreaming brain. Old memories, like ancient star clusters, glow with a soft, familiar light, while new experiences, like nascent stars, flicker with fresh energy. And sometimes entirely new creations, like never before, seen galaxies emerge from the dark matter of your subconscious, offering glimpses into possibilities you haven't yet consciously considered. This is the profound magic of the sleeping mind. It is a tireless creator, a universe builder, continuously exploring the boundless expanse of imagination. And as you settle deeper into this internal cosmic journey, allow yourself to float gently within your own mind's vastness. There is no need to understand every firing neuron, no pressure to map every dream, galaxy. Simply let your mind drift like a lone spacecraft, observing the wonders that unfold within your cranial cosmos. Experience the quiet creation, the silent expansion, the slow rhythmic dance of neural activity that shapes your inner world. This internal universe, unlike the one outside, is entirely yours, a private, personal expanse where you are both the explorer and the very fabric of existence. Allow its gentle currents to carry you further into the depths of rest, a journey into your own infinite internal night. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk in the vast, silent expanse of the cosmos, away from the chatter of terrestrial life, there is a profound healing quiet. It is a silence that cradles stars and galaxies, a stillness that allows for the slow, majestic dance of celestial bodies. And just as this cosmic quiet holds immense power, so too does the embrace of silence here on Earth, especially as you prepare for sleep. In a world constantly humming with noise, with the echoes of responsibilities and the distant whispers of the digital realm, true silence has become a rare and precious commodity. Yet, it is in this very absence of sound that a deep restorative healing often resides. Imagine, for a moment, that you are drifting in the deepest reaches of space, far beyond any planet, any star, any galaxy even. There is no sound, no air to carry vibrations. Only the silent, ancient dark. This cosmic stillness is not an emptiness, but a profound fullness, a space pregnant with potential, a canvas upon which the universe paints its quiet masterpieces. Now, bring that sensation closer, inviting it into your immediate surroundings. Let the quiet of your room deepen, allowing any lingering ambient sounds to fade into the background, becoming distant, soft whispers that no longer demand your attention. This is an invitation to truly listen to the silence. It is not about straining to hear what isn't there, but rather about allowing your auditory senses to fully relax, to let go of the need to process external input. Feel the quiet seep into the spaces between your thoughts, creating room for stillness to settle within your mind. In this peaceful realm, the incessant chatter of your waking consciousness can begin to soften, its edges blurring, its demands receding. The silence becomes a soft, protective blanket, gently muffling the day's concerns and allowing your nervous system to unwind. Each quiet breath you take can deepen this sensation. Inhale the stillness, exhale any tension. Let the quiet become a palpable presence, a soothing balm for an overstimulated mind. It is a profound act of self-care to create and embrace this auditory sanctuary, to carve out a space where the only sound is the gentle rhythm of your own being, or perhaps the soft, almost imperceptible hum of the universe itself. This quiet allows your body to remember its innate capacity for rest, to release the subtle muscular tensions held throughout the day, and to prepare for the deep restorative work of sleep. The vast quiet of space is not truly empty. It is filled with the faint echoes of the Big Bang, the gentle hum of distant nebulae, the subtle shifts of dark matter. Similarly, the silence in your room is not an absolute void. It is a nuanced tapestry of soft sounds. Perhaps the whisper of your own breath, the gentle beating of your heart, the almost imperceptible creaks of your home settling around you. These are the quiet, comforting sounds of existence, of life continuing its gentle course. Allow them to merge with the deeper quiet, creating a symphony of calm that lulls you towards repose. Embrace this stillness, not as a lack, but as a rich and comforting presence. Let it soothe your mind, quiet your anxieties, and cradle your weary body. This profound quiet is a pathway, a gentle current guiding you from the waking world into the boundless, restoring depths of sleep. It is the universe's whispered lullaby, a timeless invitation to let go and simply be. And so, we've journeyed through the cosmos, touched the edges of the unknown, and felt the whisper of secrets that still hide in the deepest dark. Yet, as we drift back towards the quiet space of your own mind, there is a gentle wisdom to be found in what we've explored. Just as the universe holds vast, unfathomable mysteries, so too does life on your small blue planet. There are currents you cannot see, forces you cannot command, and futures you cannot predict. In the quiet expanse of the night, perhaps there is a comfort in releasing the need to know every secret, to control every outcome. Imagine your thoughts as tiny, shimmering particles, each one a question, a worry, a task for tomorrow. Feel them, acknowledge them, but then allow them to simply float. Like cosmic dust, they are present, they are part of the vastness, but they do not define the whole. The universe itself is a grand tapestry of uncertainty, of probabilities and potentials, of things always becoming, never fully settled. And in this grand cosmic flow, you are invited to rest within that same gentle rhythm. There is a profound tranquility in surrendering to the natural current, in letting go of the tiny anchors of anxiety that try to hold you to the surface of every waking thought. Think of the dark energy silently, gently pushing the universe outward, expanding it into an ever greater mystery. It doesn't ask for permission, it simply is. It doesn't explain itself, it just acts. And in its unyielding, quiet work, there is a lesson. Some forces are simply beyond your immediate grasp, beyond your immediate understanding. You don't need to unravel the full equation of dark energy to appreciate its profound effect on the fabric of everything. Similarly, you don't need to dissect every worry, every what if, to find peace. Sometimes the most powerful act is to simply allow, to observe, to breathe. Let your mind soften like the edges of a distant nebula. Allow your worries to diffuse, to spread out and become less dense, less insistent. The unknown in your own life, the questions that linger without immediate answers, the path ahead that isn't fully illuminated, these are not threats, but simply the vast, unmapped territories of your personal cosmos. You are not meant to navigate every star, or chart every nebula, or understand every hidden truth in this moment. Your only task right now is to drift, to be carried by the gentle current of the present, knowing that just as the dark matter invisibly cradles galaxies, there is an unseen support that holds you, even amidst the swirling uncertainties. The quiet acceptance of the cosmic unknown can translate into a deep, soothing release in your own being. It is a gentle whisper that says, it is okay not to know. It is okay not to have all the answers. It is okay to simply be. This letting go is not resignation. It is a profound act of trust in the unfolding. It is a recognition that some of the most beautiful and surprising journeys begin when you loosen your grip and allow the universe in its own mysterious way to carry you. Feel this release deep within you, as if every cell in your body is sighing, a quiet exhalation into the vast, welcoming dark. You are floating, unburdened, suspended in a moment where the only thing that matters is the gentle rhythm of your own breath and the soft embrace of what you do not and do not need to control. The universe in its boundless expanse holds secrets that may never fully yield to our grasp. We send our probes into the deep, listen with our radio telescopes, and ponder with our most brilliant minds. Yet so much remains veiled just beyond the edge of our perception. Dark matter whispers of its presence through the gravitational dance of galaxies, but its true nature remains an ethereal enigma, a silent partner in the cosmic waltz. Dark energy continues its relentless push, sculpting the very destiny of existence. Yet its origin and ultimate purpose are still a profound, beautiful question mark. Even the hearts of black holes, those ultimate singularities where the known laws of physics unravel, beckon with an unfathomable depth that humbles our grandest theories. And this, in itself, is a source of immense comfort and awe. There is a quiet strength in acknowledging the boundaries of our understanding, not as a limitation, but as an invitation to wonder. It is a gentle reminder that the universe is infinitely richer, more complex, and more mysterious than our most advanced instruments, or our most intricate equations can ever fully capture. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, star-dusted ocean, stretching into an endless night. You cannot see the bottom. You cannot chart every current. You cannot name every creature that swims in its depths. But the sheer vastness, the profound mystery of it, does not diminish its beauty or its power. Instead, it amplifies it, stirring within you a sense of reverence and a deep, tranquil humility. This humility is not a feeling of smallness in a frightening way, but rather a peaceful recognition of your place within something unimaginably grand. It is the sensation of being a single, shimmering dewdrop reflecting an entire galaxy, holding within your essence a tiny echo of its vastness. The universe does not demand that you comprehend its every secret to exist within it. It simply invites you to be, to breathe, to observe, to wonder. And in that simple act of wondering, of gazing into the unknowns with an open heart and a quiet mind, you find a connection that transcends all knowledge. The limits of our science, the places where our equations break down and our observations become ambiguous, are not failures. They are simply the soft edges of the cosmic tapestry, where the visible threads intertwine with the invisible, where the known gives way to the infinitely potential. Like a gentle fog rolling in across a familiar landscape, these mysteries soften the sharp lines of certainty, inviting your mind to relax its grip on needing firm answers for everything. You don't need to solve the grand unified theory tonight, or decipher the full composition of the universe's earliest moments. You simply need to accept that the universe, in its infinite wisdom, holds secrets that are meant to be pondered, not necessarily resolved in this fleeting moment. This acceptance can be a powerful lullaby for the busy mind. When you release the pressure to understand, to analyze, to categorize, you create space for a deeper kind of peace. It is the peace of knowing that there are forces at play far beyond your comprehension, energies that flow on scales unimaginable, and histories that stretch back to the very dawn of time, carrying their truths in silent, ancient whispers. And within this grand, beautiful mystery, you are a part of it all. You are not separate from the cosmic dance, but intimately woven into its fabric. The humility of human cognition, the acknowledgement that we are forever seekers on a path that never truly ends, becomes a soothing balm. It is a gentle reminder that the journey itself, the quiet exploration, the soft acceptance of the unknown, is where true serenity resides. Let this profound, beautiful mystery cradle your thoughts, gently guiding them away from the need to grasp and towards the quiet embrace of simply being. And now, as we conclude our drift through the cosmos, as the last echoes of distant starlight fade into the gentle darkness of your inner world, it is time to return. Return not to an end, but to a beginning, the quiet journey into sleep. Remember the iron in your blood, forged in the hearts of long-dead stars. The oxygen you breathe, sculpted in ancient cosmic explosions. Every atom of your being traces its lineage back to the earliest moments of existence, to the very fabric of the universe itself. You are, in every breathtaking sense, a child of the cosmos. You have journeyed through the unseen realms of dark matter and dark energy, witnessed the majestic birth and death of stars, peered into the swirling vortexes of black holes, and felt the ancient vibrations of the universe's beginning. You have explored the grand, the mysterious, the truly unfathomable, and through it all, you have remained safe, held gently by the very forces we've discussed. Now, bring that sense of profound connection, that feeling of being intimately woven into the grand tapestry of existence, back to this quiet space, back to your gentle breath. Feel the soft weight of your body as it settles, cradled by the bed beneath you, just as our galaxy is cradled by the invisible arms of dark matter. Let your breathing become a slow, steady tide, rising and falling, a rhythmic echo of the universe's own quiet pulse. The vastness you've explored isn't out there, somewhere distant and separate. It is within you, around you, an inherent part of your very being. You are a microcosm of the cosmos, a small, warm light in the infinite dark, holding within you all the wonder, all the mystery, and all the potential of the universe itself. Close your eyes, if they aren't already, and let your awareness soften like light diffusing through cosmic dust. Allow yourself to be entirely present in this moment of stillness, surrounded by the gentle quiet. There are no more questions to answer, no more mysteries to solve, no more journeys to undertake tonight. There is only the soft landing, the quiet acceptance, the sweet surrender to the restorative embrace of sleep. Imagine yourself floating gently in a serene star-filled sea, not a cold, empty void, but a warm, enveloping ocean of peace. The ancient light of long-dead stars, the faint hum of distant galaxies, the silent dance of dark matter, Viphisti, these are the lullabies of your cosmic home. You are not alone. You are intricately connected, a cherished part of this magnificent, ongoing story. May your dreams be as vast and wondrous as the universe we've explored. May they be filled with the gentle whisper of ancient stars, the quiet beauty of swirling nebulae, and the boundless peace of deep cosmic slumber. Rest now, dear child of the universe. Be held, be safe, be at peace. The cosmos watches over you and offers its deepest, most profound tranquility. Sleep well and dream softly. Good night.